Alright, a little pregnancy update. I don't know when this will be posted because I typically do not post my update videos in real time. But I had my first labor and delivery experience because of decreased fetal movement. I fed my kids lunch, and after lunch I was kind of feeling like lightheaded and just weak, so I came in the room and like laid down once I got them situated. And I just thought it was dehydration, so obviously I like drank something, and I still was like feeling weak for a good while. But I realized in this time I really hadn't felt baby move much. And you're supposed to get like 10 kicks within like an hour, and I was getting like maybe like 3 at most. So I was like, oh great, because it was like during the day, like during the week. And my fiance works, he typically gets off pretty late for the most part. He doesn't have like a set schedule, just when he's finished with his deliveries and whatnot. But I knew that he couldn't really leave work. But I didn't want to go to labor and delivery alone. I didn't have to really worry about bringing my kids because my father-in-law was off of work. I had texted my sister to see if she could go with me. She was at the orthodontist with one of her kids. She was like, I'm finishing up soon, but I have to pick up one of her other kids from school. I don't know if you wanted to wait that long. She didn't realize that I was still like laying in bed at the time. Like I was still feeling like weak. So I eventually got up out of bed, packed the diaper bag, got my kids in the car, and took them over to my in-laws' house. And then I had to go pick up my dogs because my dogs were at my grandma's. I picked up my dogs and then dropped them off at my in-laws as well. And then my sister picked me up and we headed to labor and delivery. Oh, I forgot to mention that I did the whole like laying on my side and like drinking something sugary, and like I still wasn't really getting much. We got in there, hooked me up to the monitors. He was being so stubborn. Like he kept moving away from the monitors. Like at one point she put the monitor back on him, and as soon as she left the little like room, he moved again as soon as she left. So at one point she was like, I'm just gonna sit here and hold it on here for a few minutes. And then they gave me a little button to like push whenever I was feeling movement. And of course he started having a freaking party. So everything ended up being fine. This is my first time that I ever went to labor and delivery for decreased fetal movement. My first daughter was so active. She was like a crackhead. I never had to go in at all. And then my second daughter, she gave me a scare like one time, but halfway to the hospital she started moving, so we just like turned back around. So I had never actually gone in and been seen for decreased fetal movement. But like I said, thankfully everything turned out to be fine.